I'm Brian Ladd with the Ladd Group at Cascade, Sotheby's Realty here in Bend, Oregon. It's early spring 2023 and there's a lot to talk about. And as we all know, the experts have been saying the real estate is going to crash. Well, it didn't happen. It didn't happen when they said it in 2018. It didn't happen when it started in the pandemic in February, March of 2020. And it didn't happen here at the end of 2022, going into 2023. These headlines do more to terrify than clarify, and we've got the real data, the real fundamentals that support housing to talk about, and hopefully this will educate you and allow you to make more informed, wise decisions around your housing and your investment situation here in Bend, Oregon. Let's start with median housing prices. It's always good to talk about prices, and that's the first question that we get. Median price right now in Bend is $680,000. Everyone said that real estate crashed. Well, actually, it's up 1.2% over this time last year. Where we need to get into a more nuanced discussion is what are the headlines going to say the next 6 months? Because if we look at where prices are at in the next 2, 3, 4 months compared to this time last year, the headlines are going to scream, housing is crashing, housing is down 10, 20% year over year. And really that's only comparing that exact month over that month last year. We already found a homeostasis. We already found support in pricing. And most of the experts in the market right now are predicting upward price appreciation, and then we've already found stability. Keep in mind, we can play with data, whether it's month over month or a 3-month rolling average, a 12-month rolling average, and the data matters. We've already found normalcy and pricing stability in our market. The next data point that's worth discussing are the number of pending sales. Pending sales are down 30% year over year. People are saying no one's buying real estate. Really, that's just not the case. The reason the number of sales are down so strongly is that we simply don't have the inventory to sell. While pending sales are down about 30%, new listings are down about that same amount, down 25%. In regards to inventory, the question is, how much is on the market and how does that compare to the history? Right now, we have about 1.6 months of inventory on the market. And we've rarely seen times with this few homes on the market. The only times that were actually lower was early 21 and early 22. The rest of the time in Bend, we usually average between 4 and 5 months of inventory in the market, which means if no new homes come on, we sell out in just under a half a year. Right now, 1.6 months. We don't have the homes to sell. Despite the decreased buyer demand a little bit because of these higher mortgage rates, buyers still want to buy homes. We just don't have them to sell. Another point that our buyers ask us a lot about is how much do I have to pay compared to what the home is listed for? We call that an average sold to listing price ratio. Historically, we're at about 97 to 98% here in Bend, Oregon, which means buyers usually can negotiate for 1 or 2%. In 2021, we actually reached a peak of 104%, which meant that multiple offers were driving up the sales price 4% above even what the sellers were asking for. We've returned to normalcy. We're down at 98%, and we're in a more balanced, more methodical, more normal buyer's market. So after discussing these data points, where does that leave us? How do we operate as a buyer or seller? We're on the backside of that pandemic buying rush. And when I look at this data, I'm encouraged because it allows buyers and sellers to make wise, calm, informed, and methodical decisions that benefit you in the long run. What's also encouraging in this data is that despite the unwinding of the demand as these mortgage rates went up, we still have buyer demand, which shows that the housing stock here in Bend, Oregon is fixed and it's durable and it looks to hold strength both now and into the future. I believe in Bend, I believe in this data, and we're back to being able to make calm, wise decisions in real estate. We at the Ladd Group are here for you, both now and into the future, and we're honored by your referrals.